Hello, back on my modding again, modding with Morgeh. Carrying on with WizardCraft where we got to last time. So last time we put the rest of the staffs in. Top. Yeah, so we put all the staffs in into tools. So this time what I want to do is I'm going to drag this fire staff down here, as I want to add the first spell. Oops. So I want to add the fireball spell in a very basic form, to see if we can get it working, because I think it's going to be a bit complicated. So that's what I'm going to do today. Off we go. Right, so have I got the fire staff open? I have. Fire staff, I'm going to uncomment this. Spells, add spell, fireball. So what I need to do is I need to go over here to my old code, as I showed you last time, and I'm going to open up my spell class. Now this is the class I use for my spells, basically. I think I have. Oh, I have already added the spell class, so I don't actually need to re-add that one. I've already done that one. Should already exist in here. Whereabouts? WizardCraft. There you go. Spell already exists in there. So what I need to add is the fireball spell. So let's do new class spell fireball, and it inherits from spell. Finish. Cool. There's my fire spell. Now because I'm inheriting, it automatically gets these two cast methods. Now what they are, if we go back to my spell class, is it already has these two abstract cast methods. Now one of them, these map to the staff object. Or do they? No, apparently not. They map to somewhere else. How does that work? I don't know how my own mod works. Good news, everyone. Let's have a look at the old staff. Item staff. There we go. This one's got a lot more stuff in it. A lot more stuff. So those two cast spells actually map to these two methods of an item. So an item in Minecraft has an on-item right-click event. It also has an try and place into world, which is what happens when you right or left click with the item, basically. So I've copied those into my staff, or at least I had in the other one. So let's just put the basic them in for now. Let's have a look. Are they overridden? No. Okay. So let's see what we can add. Right. What are we looking for then? We're looking for on item, right click, on block destroyed, on block start break, on item right click, or on item use. On item use first, on left click entity, lots of them. So we're going to do on item right click. That's automatically generated that for us. We're not going to return the super, which will basically just do whatever the default item on item right click is. Instead we're going to do spells dot first. Can I get first? Let's get the first, just get 0. Why won't that work? Spell has cast on it. Why can't I use cast? Spells 0. Why isn't this working? Have I completely forgotten how to program? How did I do it over here? Yeah. Spells.get current spell. That's how I did it. But we haven't got the get current spell yet, so let's do spells.get 0. And we'll do dot cast. World. Which one do we want? Want the one that maps? It's that one. So then all these need to be the same as this. Item stack. World. Entity player. Not sure what level is. What's level all about? It's just an int. Is it even used in the fireball spell? There isn't one yet. Not sure why the level's there. For the moment we'll set it as 0. Or 1, let's put it as 1. Right, so that, hopefully... Why isn't it like that? Oh, because it has to return an item stack. Par 1 item stack. Is that better? Cool. So now on the right click of a staff it will try and cast the first spell. So let's add something. So we don't need to override this one for the fireball because we're only using this top one. So let's add something in here so we can actually see what's happening. Have we got a localization anywhere? Basically we want to display a message to the screen. Now previously you'd use, in the last version I did, you'd use entity player.add chat message. I don't know if that'll still work in this version using Forge. So fireball. Okay, spell fireball. Oh, it does need to require. It does need that it does need that other override. So I'll put that back in. Don't really know what I'm doing today, do I? I'm all over the place. This is what modding is like for me. It's just a series of brain farts. Well, so that worked. So every time I right click I get that message saying fireball, which is good. That's what we'd expect to see. Which means my spell event, my cast spell, is working. Wait for those to go away. So what happens if I click on the ground? Does 4 of them. What happens if I click up in the air? Does a few more. So that's the beginning of our spell. Drop back out again. So now we need it to actually do something rather than just saying fireball. What I added previously was a fireball entity. So let's see if we can get that back again. Entity. So bang spell, bolt spell, fire spell, there we go. So this is my fire spell entity. It extends entity projectile, which is another class that I created, which I'm going to go find as well. entity projectile. Now the entity projectile does all of the maths for working out how the spells fly through the air, basically. Now I'm hoping that I can copy and paste this because it's quite complicated, but the chances are I'm not going to be able to just copy and paste this. So we'll see what happens. So new class, entity projectile, and it extends entity. I've copied that bit, so we probably don't need that, so we just finish and we'll paste. And there are lots of things that are now broken because we haven't got any imports on. So let's get rid of that big comment. Doesn't understand where entity is, so import entity. That's a good start. I'm going to have to import entity living as well, and import world. That's it. No more errors. Looks like it should work. So now we need to create the fire spell over here. New class, entity fire spell, and it inherits from that new entity projectile class that I've just created. Yep. So finish that, and let's close entity projectile. Entity fire spell. So all this is going to do is create a which way around? In fact, I can just copy this now, can't I? Let's just copy that. Paste. Anything wrong with that? Doesn't understand block. Import block. Doesn't understand entity living. Import entity living. Right, that's it. So that is creating my fire spell. So we're nearly there. Nearly there. One last thing. I need to have a look at what spell Fireball actually does in the previous version. So it gets the item, plays the sound, spawns a fire spell entity, and adds a stat. So at the moment I think we just want to do that one. I'm not sure why we're creating the one, getting a wand object, because it doesn't look like we're actually using it anywhere. So it's good to go through all these things previous that you've done before. So we'll post that back in there. Whereabouts did I do that one? Oh, it is on that cast. So that one returns false, and it does that. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully, if I run this now, the fire staff will shoot a fireball. If it does, everyone's happy. It did in fact shoot a fireball. However, this is what I wasn't hoping for. This is why I said it would be complicated and annoying, because this is the same error that I'm getting before. I love the fact that my fireballs look like marshmallows. If you're familiar with my videos and you've watched one of my very first videos, I actually made a marshmallow shooting spade or spoon. One of the first things I did when I started modding. Of course, actually I'm in creative mode, aren't I? What happens if I shoot the pig? Of course I'm in creative mode, so of course I'm not going to burn. So maybe this might actually be working. Can I turn off creative mode? Is there a way to do that? I don't know. Let's put a survival one. WizardCraft survival. Create a world. Yeah, I put the test recipes in so I can turn dirt into the items I need, so I don't have to go through the pain of having to actually craft them properly, as you would with the final version. So fire staff. Yay! It works! It works, I'm on fire. Whoop, 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 whoop. I've never been so happy to be on fire. Huzzah, hooray, hurrah, hooroo. Okay, let's go run into the water before I die. Ah! It works, it works, it works. Okay, so at the moment it's firing marshmallows. But that's just a simple fix to actually put the register an entity for it. But there we go. Fireballs that actually burn again. And I died. Player 721 went up in flames. There we go. So that's what I'm going to do for the minute. That's where I want it to be. That's a good sign, because it means hopefully a lot of the other spells that weren't working in the last version will now magically work. It is a good day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.